At number 15, Up One Night from number 16 on my fantasy playlist dated January the 19th, 1986. It's Pat Benatar. She rocked. Oh my God. I remember her first song when I first heard it. It was called Heartbreaker. It was back around January, February of 1980. It just blew me away. This was, you don't hear women rock that much. Even today, you don't hear them rock as much as men do. And back then, it was a bit extraordinary. Well, not extraordinary, but it was quite unusual back then. This was about 2 years before Joan Jett came out with I Love Rock and Roll. The only female hard rock song that I remember before Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar was Fannys' Charity Ball. Oh, that girl group, they really rocked. That came out back in 1971, and I can't think of any others right now off the top of my head. Other songs, this woman pulled no punches. She was hard, she was in your face, she was definitely rock and roll, Pat Benatar. Treat Me Right, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Fire and Ice, Bitter and Angry, and just really just whipping out the, well. And Invincible was another hit record by her. She was a mezzo-soprano, and you probably won't, that might surprise you. But she had a song out after Heartbreaker called, what was it, Live for Love? I think that was the name of it, We Live for Love. You gotta listen to this record. This is one of the most unusual records. It's a hard record, the urgent vocals of Pat Benatar, and then when she gets into this chorus, when she goes, We Live for Love, her voice just rises. It climbs the octaves like you wouldn't believe. If you haven't heard the song We Live for Love, and I think that's the name of it, it came out in the spring of 1980, you gotta listen to this record. Well, anyway, let's get back to 1986. Sex is a Weapon is from the album called Seven the Hard Way. It would be her sixth album. The first hit off of that was Invincible. That was produced, well, it was written by Holly Knight, and then Sex is a Weapon came out after that. If I remember correctly, I think this was Pat Benatar's last top 40 hit. Her heyday was pretty much over by about 1986. As far as the hits was concerned. Went to number 28 on Billboard's Hot 100. Well, at least it did better on my fantasy playlist. I had faith in this record. At number 15 on my fantasy playlist the week of January the 19th, 1986. Sex is a Weapon by Pat Benatar.